Hey guys, thank you for joining me. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I have a Christmas project to do. So this video shouldn't be as long as the last one. What we're doing is Santa's mailbox. I found this, I'm sorry, the lighting is poor in here. The weather is rainy outside, so I can't get the light right. But I found this at Dollar Tree for $1. It's a mailbox gift box. It even has the little flag. So we'll be using that. I'm going to use this rolling pin found at the Dollar Tree. It's also $1. I'm going to use that to put the mailbox on, and then I'm going to make a base with the tower game Jenga blocks like we used on the last one. And then I'm going to use some acrylic paint, the paint sponges. I might use these poinsettias. These were at the Dollar General for $1. And then this pick, Dollar General, also for $1. Then I have the 15-foot garland that I found at the Dollar Tree. We'll be using that to wrap around the pole. And these weren't from the Dollar Tree. I have some of the white LEDs that were $1, but I saw these at Walgreens. They were on clearance. They were $1.99, but I just thought they would go so good wrapped around the pole with the garland. I just think they're so cute. Okay, and then we'll need glue gun for the base. I'm sorry. Gorilla wood glue for the base. And then glue gun. And I went on Google and I just typed in, try and get this where you can see it. I typed in Santa return, not, what did I type in? Santa's envelope. You can search for letter to Santa, envelope to Santa, whatever. And I came up with this and downloaded and printed it. This right here is actually me trying to write like a child. Johnny Jones, Nice List Street, Happy Town, USA. So that'll be kind of sticking out of the mailbox. Give it a cute little charm to it. I wish the lighting was better here. Try and get it to where y'all can see it. Okay. And I've already laid out all of the blocks. Okay, I'm back. Lighting is not all that great, but it's a little on the dark side, but at least you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so to make the base, we're going to do 3 tiers, gradually going smaller on each one. So we're going to start off with the bottom one. The bottom one is going to take, you're going to line up 9 of these blocks in this direction. And the reason why I'm doing 9 is because for each block going that way, it takes 3 blocks in the opposite direction to fit it perfectly. So this is what, I'm going to go ahead and put it together and show you what it would look like. And we do another row of 9. And then we would line the bottom as we did the top with 3. So you're going to have a square, perfect square like that. The next row, the middle row, is not going to have any on the top. It is going to be 7 rows together. Two rows of 7. Like that, and it's going to go on top of the bottom one. Then for the for the middle, it would be, we're going to do 6 blocks across, 2 rows of 6. And there's going to be 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And I know that probably sounded confusing, but you'll see once it's put together. And actually that's probably going to end up going that way because it's not totally square, it's more of a rectangle. But okay, so you're going to do 2 rows of 6 attached long ways, 2 rows of 7 attached long ways, get these out of the way, and then 2 rows of 9 attached long ways. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing these together. I will video it, a couple of them, and then I will put it in fast forward so you don't have to sit through everything that I do. Okay, so I'm going to start with the bottom one. Okay. And using this straight edge, I think it's called a straight edge ruler, I'm not sure, it's my husband's, very old. I use that to make sure everything is lined up good, straight, and tight. Now, this block is not fitting well, so I'm going to swap it out. You want to make sure that you have, that everything matches pretty well. These are inexpensive blocks, so they're not all going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing them, and I'm going to do that with a lollipop stick. I think that's what you call them. It just makes it a little bit easier, not quite as messy. Now, if you don't want to sit through this, like I said, I am going to end up fast forwarding some of it. If you don't want to sit through it, you think you got it, you can go ahead and fast forward to the next point. I got my 2 rows of 9, my 2 rows of 7, and my 2 rows of 6. Okay, so for the 9, I'm going to go ahead and glue these 3 together. Two sets of 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach the top one and the bottom one. Actually, I'm going to attach these 2 together first. Just try and move this down. I'm going to go to the next one. This is the middle row. The 2 rows of 7 I'm going to attach together. And then that one stays like that. It's not going to have any more pieces put on it. Okay, so for the top of the base, I'm going to attach those together. See how it fits best. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to attach 2 to one side and 2 to the other side. Now, instead of using the popsicle stick, I'm going to put the cap back on and squeeze it on here because I want to make sure I get it stuck well. Okay, so here's the base, and here's the top, the one with the middle, the one with the 7 pieces, 2 rows of 7. I don't know if y'all hear my little girl meowing. She likes to go out in the backyard, but with this weather today, she's not able to, and she's not happy. Okay, so I was able to line that up with the edges of these two, and that, so that should be perfectly centered. Now, some of these do have print on them. This is going to be covered up with the top base. Okay. I messed up. Kind of embarrassing. Sorry about that. The ones with the 6 and then the 2 are the middle. Okay. Oh, that glue's sticking good. And then the 2 rows of 7 are going to be on the top. I don't know how I messed that up. I wrote it down. I wrote it backwards. Okay. So this is what you have. It's a little bit tiered, and you don't have to do that one. I did it because I want it to last a little longer, because I might use this for another project. This is going to be attached here, but what I'm going to do, my neighbor is going to drill me a hole, and this is a little bit tapered, so we figured out it needs to be about 1.5 inch diameter. My husband didn't have the tool. So it's going to go through, not all the way, just enough to stick it in there. We're going to start a hole for a screw right there, and we're going to screw from there into that hole that was created, which sits in it, and it's going to go into the rolling pin. I'm going to put some glue and stick it down in there before I screw it in. So that should give me a good hold, and I'll be able to use it for another project after Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to take this and let my neighbor drill the hole in there and screw it together. Then we'll come back and we'll start painting and finishing it up. Okay, we've got the pole attached to the base. Now we're going to paint it, and you can do whatever color you want. I'm going to do it red. And I was going to use the little sponge brush, but I think I'm going to try this regular paintbrush. I'm going to paint it a little bit, and then I'm going to fast forward it so y'all don't have to sit here through the whole thing of watching me paint. Okay, so we've got it painted. I ended up doing 2 coats of the red paint on there. Now I'm going to glue the top of the mailbox. Okay, I had to adjust it to where y'all could get a better view of it. So I'm going to glue the top of the mailbox. Let's see where we want to put this. I think it looks good like that. I'm only using glue gun on this because, the hot glue, because it's not going to be a real problem to hold since this is cardboard. I'm trying to make sure I got that pretty centered. I realized I forgot to press record again. I think I finally got that settled enough. I taped the lid closed because it kept falling open. So now what I'm doing is gluing the garland to the top to get it going. Just be careful not to burn yourself. I think I'm going to have to wrap the light kind of tight to get it to work, because it's not a whole long. Now, you may not want to use this light because of the battery pack. I'm just going to hide it behind it, I believe. I lost the lid for the super glue. Okay, I had to find the lid for the super glue before it dried out. Wrap that some more. Okay, I know y'all are seeing this at the top view. When I get done, I am going to show it at a front view. Okay, I've got that wrapped with the lights. And now I'm going to, I think I'm going to wrap it a couple more times just to give it a little bit more at the bottom there. And I'm going to go ahead and snip it with my wire cutters. There we go. Just see how well that looks. see if I can get some. Okay, so I've got that wrapped. Put some batteries in. You can see, probably can't see too well with this lighting. A little bit better. May have to adjust those lights up and down a little bit. Okay, so you get the idea there. Turn the light back on. Now what I want to do is see what kind of decorations I want to put on it. I do have that card that I made. I did a little bit of tape on the inside because I kept wanting to fall all the way down. Okay. Stick that card in there. Okay. I could put this on top, or I could put it right there. Of course, I've got these. I thought I'd put some of those on the bottom. Let's see what that would look like. Yeah, kind of like that. Whoops. Stick that back right there. Okay, so just whatever decorations that you find, just kind of play around with them. Maybe overdoing it, but that's what the Christmas imagination is all about. Oh, of course, that's running out. That I can put one right here. Okay. And I think I'm going to do a small one. Maybe two small ones. there. Maybe just the one is enough. Okay. There we have it. Turn it around. And I'm definitely going to have to put something to hide that right there. That way it looks good from all sides. Okay, there it is, and the little battery pack can be hidden in the back. You can put some little something, snow that they get at the Dollar Tree, the pad. Put that around there if you want to hide it. Okay, so here it is. Okay, because I can't get this very well in the view, I am going to set it up. I will be back.